Have you ever wondered what actually happens inside the network when you type a simple ping command? You open terminal, type something like ping 192.168.120, and within milliseconds you get a reply. But internally, your computer performs multiple networking operations before that reply even appears on the screen. How does your computer know whether it can directly communicate with the destination device or whether it needs a router? How does it find the destination machine? What exactly are ARP requests, MAC addresses, broadcasts, switches, and default gateways doing? And why does communication fail between different networks? In this video, we're going to break down the entire packet journey step by step. We'll cover direct cables, switches, and routers. Scenario 1. Two devices directly connected using an Ethernet cable. Machine A has IP 1.10 and machine B has 1.20. Both use subnet mask 255.255.255.0. If connected directly, both must belong to the same network range for communication to happen. Since both IPs fall within this range, both systems understand they are part of the same local network. Now imagine machine B is 192.168.220. Communication will fail because they belong to different network ranges. This is a critical rule. Same network means direct communication is possible, while different networks require a router. Back to our example, machine A checks the destination 1.20, compares it with its mask, and sees it as local. No router is needed. But actual Ethernet communication happens using MAC addresses. IP addresses are logical, while MAC addresses are physical hardware IDs. Machine A checks its ARP cache. If unknown, it sends an ARP request broadcast to every device inside the local network. The ARP request basically says, who has IP address 192.168.120? Please send me your MAC address. Machine B recognizes its IP and sends back a unicast ARP reply containing its physical MAC address. Machine A stores the MAC and creates an ICMP echo request, encapsulated inside an Ethernet frame with the destination MAC. The frame reaches machine B, which accepts it, removes the Ethernet header, and processes the ICMP echo request packet. Machine B sends an ICMP echo reply back. Internally, a simple ping involved range checks, ARP, and encapsulation. Scenario 2. Two devices connected through a layer 2 switch. Both still belong to the same local network range. Machine A types ping 1.20. It verifies the destination is local, so the packet can be sent directly within the LAN. The ARP request reaches the switch. The switch learns the source MAC and stores it in its MAC table along with the port number. Since it is a broadcast, the switch floods the frame to all ports. Machine B recognizes its IP and sends back an ARP reply. The switch receives the reply and performs MAC learning again. It now knows exactly which ports belong to A and B. Now the switch intelligently forwards unicast traffic only to the correct destination port, making communication efficient. Switches work at layer 2 using MAC addresses. They flood broadcast to all ports but intelligently forward unicast traffic. Scenario 3. Two devices connected through a router. Machine A belongs to 1.x while machine B belongs to 2.x. Since networks are different, direct communication is impossible. Machine A must send the packet to its default gateway. You can run ipconfig to find your machine's default gateway, which is usually the router's interface IP. Machine A types ping 2.20. It realizes the destination is remote and prepares to send the packet to the gateway. Machine A sends an ARP request for the gateway IP 1.1. The router interface replies with its MAC address. The ICMP echo request is created with destination IP 2.20, but the Ethernet frame's destination MAC is the router's. The router receives the frame, removes the Ethernet header, a process called decapsulation, and checks its routing table. The router determines 2.x is reachable and sends another ARP broadcast to find machine B's physical MAC address. The router creates a completely new Ethernet frame. It rewrites the layer 2 MAC addresses at every hop, but the IP stays the same. The router forwards the frame to machine B. The ICMP echo reply follows the reverse path back to machine A. This entire packet journey forms the absolute foundation of real-world networking and global internet communication. Thanks for watching. Reach us on Telegram and Instagram for mock interviews. See you next time. Happy learning.